there?
Very good, thank you. We're here in beautiful New Hampshire still. Well, we're technically in the fall,
Right.
although it feels like summer.
It's very hot.
And I would love to come in the winter.
yeah, absolutely.
This is winter paradise, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Honda picked up this spot to introduce the new 2018 Accord 10th generation, right?
Yep.
And you are a big part of the story, the product manager.
Yeah, I'm the product planner on this car, and I'm happy to introduce it and launch it with you guys.
So before that, can you tell us like what's the job of the product planner? I mean, to me, I know what it is, but for our audience, it's a very important. It's like key position in the whole process, right?
Right. So basically, the product planner, what I do is I work with the R&D team in Japan, and I work with our teams here in America. And we basically pull the package together. So we figure out the kind of content we want to put in the car, what kind of features we want to put in the car to make sure that it's competitive. Along with that, we work on other items like pricing, what our ratio is, that how many of these cars are going to sell, how many of these cars in terms of different transmissions, different engines. Yeah. So we handle a lot of things, and it's a great process, and it keeps us definitely busy.
Yeah, and you also obviously, as you mentioned, you take into consideration competition, like customer feedback and all those kind of things, right?
Definitely. We always want to hear the feedback from our customers, as well as you guys, the journalists, as well as our dealers. So we listen to everybody and try to do what we can.
Very complex process, I would say.
It's extremely complex, but we take that feedback and we use it, and we end up with something as nice as this.
Yeah, and absolutely great job on that, because
thank you.
We have driven almost all of the variants that are there. So let me see if I get them right. There's a 1.5 engine,
yes,
a 2-liter,
yep,
both turbocharged.
Both turbocharged.
There's within that, this one with the CVT, the manual,
right,
the automatic transmission with 10 speeds,
right,
and then the hybrid.
Right. So on our 1.5 liter turbo, we've got a CVT available and a 6-speed manual transmission. On our 2-liter turbo, we have a new 10-speed automatic transmission, and we also have a 6-speed manual transmission. And that one is actually out of the Civic Type R. It shares the same
Civic
gearbox.
Type R.
Yeah. And the 2.0 liters also developed similar architecture from the Civic Type R.
Amazing. So we're driving the one with the manual, obviously, as you are seeing me shifting here. And to me, I think this is one of the most effective safety features, especially for teenagers, because you have your both hands.
It's becoming a lost art.
Exactly. But anyway, so let's talk about a little bit of the general structure of the car, because I understand everything is new, right?
Right, everything is new.
So it's a little bit shorter, but much bigger inside. How were we able to accomplish that?
Yeah, so we were able to really maximize the packaging on the interior. We made the car a little lower, a little wider, and like you said, a little bit shorter, but we actually increased the interior volume, and we increased the cargo volume. And a lot of that was the way we repackaged it. So we've got this new dash design that's very low profile, gives you better leg room, better visibility out of the windows.
So as part of the redesign, I mean, everything is new, obviously, but like the center console, the screen and everything, and something that I noticed, and I guess a lot of people noticed, and part of the feedback, I guess, two buttons.
The knobs, right? Yeah, that was a big thing. A lot of people, a lot of car companies have moved to just screens where you have to touch it, but a lot of people appreciate having an actual knob to turn. So like in the Odyssey, the new Odyssey, we had a volume knob come back. In the Accord, we added a knob for tuning and scrolling, and we've added hard buttons on the side for the more frequently used functions. So it's gotten a lot of good feedback. I'm sure you've had some.
No, absolutely. Because I mean, like the touchscreen volume control. I mean, it's a nice thing, but like sometimes if you're driving and like you don't want to get distracted doing that. So having this is like almost a natural thing. You know where they are, you move them and all that.
Absolutely.
So the screen is new. The resolution of the screen is pretty amazing. I mean, like the graphics are incredible.
Yeah.
And also what I noticed is that the materials in the cars are like, they're different trims obviously, but like everything looks like very high quality material.
It's got a very nice premium look. We're using nicer materials, and again, it's a very sleek design. The whole concept was trying to have that expansive feel of a concert hall. So we've got these A-pillars that are pulled back. They're actually thinner than what they normally would be.
Yeah, you can see a lot. You actually see the hood, which is...
You get a great view of the hood, which, that's something you don't expect from a Honda, right?
Yeah.
So it provides a great view. not a lot of clutter and very high quality materials, so you get a really good premium sense and feel. We've also been able to move some of the seats down lower and create a little more headroom for people, and really we lengthened the wheelbase by 2 inches, and that's the key thing.
That's a lot
That's a lot, because almost all of those 2 inches went in the back seat. So the rear passenger has a huge amount of legroom. It makes it very comfortable for them.
And even with the hybrid, because I remember in the past generation, I'm not like the immediate past generation of the one before, the battery was back there,
right.
and it took a lot of space from the truck, right?
Right, the battery took up a lot of space. So for this new 3rd generation hybrid, what we did is we repackaged the power unit, put it up to the front near the engine, and then we took the battery and put that under the rear seat. So that means the hybrid customer gets the exact same amount of cargo space, 16.7 cubic feet, which is class leading.
Yeah.
And they also get the folding
so
seats.
So you don't have to give up
you don't give up
anything.
It's amazing. It's great.
But another thing that it's really important, obviously, is the exterior design. I mean, it looks much sportier, much elegant, like the line of the roof. It's like a coupe car.
Yeah, it's definitely, it was a really good effort that the designers made. They wanted to make the car look very athletic, but also make it look very premium. So they gave it a really nice coupe-like roof line that slopes back, and it has a really short deck lid in the rear. So it really looks like it's muscular, and it's got that sense of being fast and strong.
Another thing that you guys have decided to do, and it's really a great advantage for the customer, is that you have the Honda Sensing suite of safety technologies, standard in all the models, and that's something that hopefully you'll never use, but if you were to like be in a situation where you use it, I mean, that's like life-saving technologies.
Exactly. It's for the first time ever, we're making it standard on all Accords. Whether you buy an LX or you go all the way to the Touring, you're going to get the standard Honda safety suite. Stuff like collision mitigation braking, lane keeping assist. We've got our new traffic sign recognition that, it looks at the speed limit sign and puts it back into the car so you can see it very easily. Stuff like that really helps provide a cushion of safety and comfort for the customer.
Is the Honda Watch included in that, or that's a separate package?
So Honda Lane Watch is
that one.
Yeah, Lane Watch with the camera and all that has gone away for Accord. We replaced that with blind spot information, because Lane Watch only worked on the passenger side.
Well, yeah.
So BSI blind spot information works on both sides, so it gives you alerts on cars that are in your blind spot on both ends.
Talking about a car that has a lot of new technology, new design, new platform, new engines, and all that. And what about the pricing?
So pricing
is new too.
Pricing is new,
very attractive, right?
But it's going to be very, very close to what it currently is. So the current car, with Honda Sensing and all that, you would have to add a little bit more money. On this new car, we're not doing that. We're keeping it very close to what the current car is. So it's going to be a really, really good value, because you've got a great design, you've got a lot of content, a lot of new features, and like I said, standard Honda Sensing. So we're giving a good amount of value for customers, and we're not charging them that price.
There's been a lot of talk recently about crossovers and SUVs taking over the sales numbers, and it's true. But this car still is very important for Honda, and like this segment, the midsize sedan, it's like extremely important. I think like 2 million units a year of sales in the US.
Absolutely. The Accord is always going to be important for Honda. It's been around over 40 years. This car has done a lot of great things for the brand. And as we talked about earlier, we sell more than every CUV except 2, and one of those CUVs is our CR-V.
Yeah.
So the fact that Accord does that well, the sedan segment may be kind of slowing down, but Accord really has been super popular and still maintain the sales that we need.
Yeah, when you talk about those numbers, I mean, there's like huge numbers, because I think I read like in the whole history of the car over 40 years, you sell about like one every 2 seconds.
Yeah, we sold one every 2 seconds. That's a crazy number, right?
I know, it's hard to.
Amazing. We've sold over 13 million.
13 million. Yeah. It's hard to understand almost. Like you put it into like.
You think about it, and you're like, wow, that's
one, two. Okay, go on. 1, 2. Go on.
Another one sold.
Exactly.
Another one sold.
Amazing. we enjoy the drive here, and I mean, Honda has been really in a really good trend up in sales with all the new products. I think like 7 new products only this year, right?
Yeah, we've got new products that we've all launched. You know, we had the new Civic Si that came out. Actually, before that, we had the new Civic. Then we had the Civic Si, the Civic Type R. We've had the new Odyssey come out. You know, we've got this Accord coming out. So yeah, we're on a very good run right now. We've got new products coming out that are fresh and exciting for customers.
Excellent. Well, we're gonna keep enjoying here the weather and the car here in New Hampshire, and I'm sure you're gonna be very busy after this because you never stop, right? This never stops.
I mean, this never stops, but it's always a pleasure. You know, we're, like you said, we're in a beautiful area in New Hampshire. The weather's fantastic. We're in a great car. You know, what can we complain about, right?
Nothing.
You know?
Thank you very much, Dan. I really enjoy it.